So this is a stressful match for me because I am 1098 and this will get me over, it'll get me to 1100. So he's moved his pawn here. This is kind of weird. Is this the king's? No, why did he do that? I am going to do a normal move, and now my king is completely in the open here. So I could get a check right off the bat, or I could just take this pawn. Let's do that. I don't like my king being because the queen can come in. Yeah, so if I could win this match, I will move up to 1100, which will be a bit of a record for me anyway. So he's moving this pawn out. Now this pawn is going to drop unless I do something. So is this pawn move any good? He can't take my pawn. His queen can't come in. I'm going to do that. What I'd like to really do here is get these pieces out. I haven't got any main pieces out yet. That's not very good. I'd like to get some pieces out and get castled. That would be the main thing to do. Yeah, he's kind of aware of what I'm doing here. He doesn't really want that. So I can do another pawn move here, but what does that open up? His knight can come in. Oh, I'm going to do that. I don't like taking lots of pawn moves. So his horse can come in here. But I'm keeping the queen and the bishop out. That's good. But normally at this point, oh, he's just taken. Normally at this point, he would, I would have at least a couple of pieces out. And now this is all very open here. So this is being attacked. I've got to move him, I believe, here. Yeah, I was expecting that move. Now if he takes him, how am I going to guard him? So I think I need to go there. And then he's probably going to take the bishop. If I could get castled, if only I could get castled, if I could get my bishop to here, I would feel a lot better. But there's something kind of precarious about my defense here. What can he bring in? He's got all these lines here open for the bishop. Yeah. And he's in the same position I'm in, actually. He's trying to get to 1100 as well. He's about a game away from that. What's he going to move next? What would I move next if I were him? Yeah, I think I would have done that as well. He's going to go for my... If he takes my bishop, then this pawn is hanging. And if I move my bishop, he he can take this pawn. No, he can't. Oh no, if I move him there, he will. So what do I do here? If he takes, damn. I know. I'm going to block. I'm going to try and get rid of his knight, because this is dodgy here. He takes my knight. I take back with the rook, and then he would be able to. Yeah, his rook could come in then. That wouldn't be good. Now, if only. So if I move him here, he's gonna. If I move here, he's gonna move his pawn. So I think I'm gonna have to move here. And I'm kind of wondering now, is it a good idea to castle? Or is my king reasonably safer where he is? No, I'm going to castle anyway, I think. So is he. I'm just defending. Now this pawn is, looks like a free pawn. But then he takes there. I've got to castle, and I've got to castle and get this guy out of the way here, yeah. Because now my rooks are connected. And I can grab this pawn if he hasn't seen it. I can grab it with 2 pieces. If he moves down, that's not good for me either, because he's taking complete control of the center, I think, with this pawn. That's a strong move for him. I hope he doesn't do that. I hope he doesn't see this. Kind of wishful thinking. He did. Yes, he did see it. I can attack the queen. But then he can just move there, and that's not protected. I think I have to take. Do I? I take. He takes. I take. He. No, he's ahead of me. He's ahead of me in the taking business here. Suppose I just take here. If I take here, he takes with the pawn. Then I take here. No, he can take here though. Let's see. Will he take my bishop? Mind you, if he comes here, he's going to get both. No, he didn't. Good. He could have taken my horse. That would have been a bit worse, I think. So now I'm okay with this exchange, I think. This might end up on time. We're both a bit slow here. We're both slow. Yeah, he had to take there. I'm going to take back. I guess he's under pressure too, because this is an important game for him. He's going to get to 1100 like me. So the difference now is he's got all the bishops. I've got the 2 knights. And this pawn could be hanging. But these 3 together are very, very strong. The 2. Yeah, all kinds of things can happen here. I'm going to take straight away. I think I have to just separate some of those. And then... then I'm not too sure. I'm a bit worried about the time. Suppose I go there. That way my rook can come out. He's attacking him, so Oh, he's attacking my queen. I could attack. No, I can't. I wish I could swap queens off at this point. I wish I could get a check. I don't know. I'm going to go there. But that's not a good square for the queen. He's got to protect this guy now, isn't he? We're both down to 4 minutes. And I wish I could get my knight to a better square. Right now here, he's going to take him. So shall I let him take him? And if I move him across, this pawn goes. I keep forgetting about that. Can I attack the queen in some way? God, he's got me in trouble here, I think. If I go there, he'll just take my queen. I don't know. I don't know what to do. If I push my pawn, if I go there, what do I want to lose? I'm going to go there, and he's going to take my rook. I don't see any other thing to do. And then he can bring, no, he can't, okay. This pawn is probably going to go as well. Yeah, not looking too good. It's always very difficult to cross that line up to the next large amount. You know, going from 900 to 1,000, etc. It's always difficult. That last game. So he's gone there. I can do that. But if he can still take me, and then these pawns will go. He takes, I take. Okay. He's going to take my rook. This pawn I've always been worried about because I don't want him to come in down here, but I don't know how to stop it. I think he's going to take my rook. I don't think he's going to move his queen. It's a pity I couldn't have got a check by taking here. Oh, he went back. Well, that's a bit of a surprise. Now, if I could, this square here, he can't take me. If I could do that. Oh God, don't do that. That's instant checkmate if I do that. Let's do that because this gets this guy off away from this pawn. And then I'm going to push my pawn. Why not? I'm aware too of the back rank checkmate here, so I've got to give a little escape route here. Good. That's good because I've managed to get this pawn to a better square and he's protected now. And we're down to 2 minutes. Oh my goodness. So I will go there to give myself that back door. And then it's going to be to see who can kind of keep their nerve for the last 2 minutes. He's going to try and move his pawn in. Can I take? I'm going to try and get my knight in here to try and take his... Try and move his... he wants this pawn. But if I go there, he's going to have to move this piece first. But suppose he moves him just there. I also have a check. Yeah. Ooh. Do I have any pins? No. I'm going to go for the check. I'm wondering if he can get a draw here. If he gets the chance, he gets a check there. I go there. Then he goes back there, and it's just a continual thing. Oh, it's my move. Oh, he didn't. He went out. Well, I have to get it checked that way. He goes there. Oh. I can come in at the back, but then he's just going to take my piece, isn't he? I know. Let's go there. I'm attacking his rook, and then I can come in from behind. Wow, we're down to the last 1 minute. He's gone there. I was a bit worried about this. Is he going to just go for the... Yeah, I'm not going to. Let's do that. Oh, I didn't see that. But... I've got this check. He quit. He quit. I guess he had to quit. He was going to lose his queen, but it's there was only a minute left. I'm not sure I would have quit, because with a minute left and you're trying to get to this important landmark, there's a fair chance that you can make mistakes and blunders in the last 30 seconds. I would have kept going. I think he had a rook. Although in saying that, my pawns here, that's why it always pays to try and, you know, from the very beginning, try and set up some kind of a formation with your pawns, because these pawns, in any endgame, if he moved his king and I took here, these pawns, I mean, look at that, his rook actually can't do anything. So yes, there you go. I have now moved to 1100 for the first time. I would like to get to 1200. That was my ambition. But it feels pretty good to get to 1100 for the first time. Although I notice that the games are getting harder and harder. Anyway, thank you very much for watching on this February the 21st. And I shall be back later with some more chess. Adios.